Okay, we have the finished materials tab. Now this is an awesome tab because I actually designed this for my business partner, Dan, so he can keep track of everything we're going to buy, where we're going to buy it from, who's the manufacturer, what the SKU is, or the item code, how many. If it's a square foot item, the quantity will go away. It will just show square feet, whether or not we've purchased it. And then we've got this little no tax flag. So if it's something that you happen to buy online and they don't charge you sales tax, just put a little X in here and it will take that sales tax amount out. Let me do that demo real quick here. So again, if we look at the pre-tax amount, we are setting a budget. We are filling all of these in. We can rename these individual categories within the appliances kitchen, but appliances kitchen cannot be edited. None of these sections can be edited because they pull from the budget tab. And again, they pull from the finished materials section. So these are hard coded here. They appear here in each of these areas. And each area, if you're done with that section, you can collapse it, just make scrolling a little easier. So going back to this no tax, so if we delete that, we can see that in the after tax section, it now adjusts. One other thing that we want to do is say that during our budgeting process, we told the bank we would spend a certain amount of money on the appliances, but in reality, as the project progresses and we're in this bids and estimates phase, we realize that maybe we'll have to spend a little bit more. If we put a higher amount in here, what will end up happening is it doesn't appear in our budgeting tab, right? So now we're not tracking our variances off of the correct baseline. So in this drop down, the initial budget drop down, we can change it to bids and estimates now. And the budget tab will reflect the actual amount from the bids and estimates column. And this is applicable for all of these individual sections. So again, if you are seeing throughout the project that you might need to spend more, or in some areas, if you're spending less, or you think you may spend less, you can always adjust this. And we're tracking those variances from each phase, when we first did the project to when it's starting to get underway to when we actually have some final numbers to input. Just more ways to slice and dice the data. This also has a quick navigation menu. So if you need to go to a different section, because I did mention scrolling is a little redundant since I think there's almost 1,000 rows here. You can quickly get to that section, miscellaneous hardware, or if you need to go back up to the top, we can go to our interior finishes. So the interior finishes and exterior finishes sections are just for notes. They are not for tracking dollar values because the particular items that may comprise any of these would already be tracked in your budget, or it could be something as silly as where you're going to put certain audio-visual equipment. So this is really just more notes than anything else in terms of how your interior or exterior finishes will appear. At the bottom here, you can see how your variance may have played out. Did you save money? Did you overspend? This is using the bids and estimates section, and this is using our actual spend. So obviously when this is filled out, this will look a lot different, but you'll be able to track all of your variances just for your own reference. And again, everything is print friendly. So if you actually go to print it, you will see that this little variance section, I'll just scroll real fast, will appear at the bottom, so you can print that as well.